Hey y'all, it's me again. We're going to try modeling on a number line, and I'm not going to lie to you, this at least confuses me. So the number shows you the distance you're going, and the sign shows you the direction. So if you are negative, you're going to go this way. And if you are positive, you're going to go this way. And you always start at 0. So put that somewhere. That's really important. Always start at 0. And this represents the first number. Okay, so it's 0 all the way over to -3. Okay, so we started at 0 and we go to -3. Then we're start at -3 and we're going to go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and we land on 5. So where you end is the answer. And you need to copy this down. Copy it, copy it, copy it, copy it, copy it, or else. So this says use the number line to model and solve the addition problems below. And like I said, we always are going to start at 0 with our first number. So we're starting at 0 and it's -1. So I'm going to go this way to -1. All right, so that's my first number. Second number is +4, so I need to go up 4. So I'm starting at -1 where I left off with my second line. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to end right here on 3. All right, so we start at 0. We go in this direction to -1. Then we get on -1 and we go up 4 because that was my second number. Let's try number 12 together. So it's 1 plus -4. So I'm going to start at 0. You always start at 0. And we're going to go up 1. Okay. Now I'm at +1. So my second line is going to start right here at +1, wherever I left off. And it says -4. So that means I need to go back this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I land on -3. Okay. So the second line is the second number. And it's going back however many it says. Okay. It's really important that you don't go over to -4. That's not what it says on the number line. My number line is -4 long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's try one more, and then you're going to try this one. All right. You can see that both of these have the same sign. That means I know that my answer is going to be negative. Okay. Over here, I had -4 and +1. I had more negatives, so I knew my answer would be negative. Over here, I have a -1 and a +4, so I have more positives, so I knew my answer would be positive. But I have 2 negatives, so I know my answer's got to be negative to start with. So I always start at 0, and my first number is -1. So I'm going to go back to -1, okay? Then I'm going to go up and do my second number, my -4. I'm going to go -1, -2, -3. Ooh, I'm going the wrong way, Miss Palmer. Everybody makes mistakes. Start at 0, -1, and then I need to go on the second line to -4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I land on -5. So how did I know I was making my mistake? Well, I knew I had already written down that my answer had to be negative. So as soon as I started going the opposite way, I was like, oh, I'm in the positives. This is wrong. So it's not so important that you're always right, but that you know how to catch your mistakes, people. We all make mistakes. All right, 1 plus 4. I will model this one for you because you're going to have to do these down here. All right, 1 plus 4. So I'm going to start at 0, and I'm going to go up to 1. I'm going to get back at 1. I'm going to need to go up to 4. I know my answer is going to be positive because I have 2 positives. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to fill that out, that's fine. This just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Okay, I'm going to move down here. I'm going to show you how to do these problems. It says use a model of your choice or test the patterns you've discovered. Now, some of you can do this in your head, and that is totally amazing. Here's the one thing I'm going to tell you is that you have to be able to recognize the models because the SOL will ask you questions about the models and how to represent them. So make sure you know how to do both. Okay. So -6 plus 3. I'm a huge fan of the chips. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and a +3. Okay, cancel out my 0 pairs, and I'm left with -3. If I was to do this one on a number line, start with 0 in the middle. Draw my number line. Okay, it says go up 2, so I start at 0, and I go +2. Then it says for my second line, I need to go back 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I land on -3. You guys are going to try these problems on your own. No. And you don't have to do that part. All right, good luck. Raise your hand and make sure you get these checked. And you should be doing the models. You can do chip,